Back to school night is in session. Cavalier parents and guardians, welcome to the park for the 2024-2025 school year. I'm Mr. Ford, superintendent and principal, and to my right is Mr. Kretschy, our vice principal, here to begin his second lap at the park. We'd first like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us this evening, as your involvement in your child's education is extremely important and is invaluable to us here at the park as we continue to strengthen the home-school partnership and work together to provide your children and our students with a superior educational experience. The purpose of this evening is to put a face to a name of your child's teacher, also to get some details behind each of the classes that they may visit throughout their school day, and also to establish lines of communication or preferred lines of communication between home and school so that we can make sure that we are on the same page consistently throughout the school year. This is not the time to conference with individual teachers. We will have opportunity for that in the month of November. This is simply a meet and greet and a chance for everybody to kick off the school year together. Mr. Kretschy.
Good evening, everyone. It's definitely important that you get to know your child's schedule as you visit the teachers. Please review the schedule, and if you have any questions, please ask. Get to know where your child goes throughout each day from room to room, class to class. And if you have any questions about things that they're doing during the class or where they're going, now's the time to ask. Things outside the schedule, Mr. Ford, what might they see this evening other than the classrooms that they will be attending?
Right, so when not following your child's schedule, we will have different rooms throughout the building where there will be some of our staff, resources, and different presentations taking place. There are 2 sessions. The first is from 5:30 p.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. and the second is from 6:15 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. And those presentations include Mr. Caesar, along with Mrs. Seligman, Mrs. Burns, and Mrs. Hurry, who will be located in the Library Media Center, and they will be discussing Somerdale Park School as a Title I school, Title I funding, and some of the academic intervention / support programs that we're able to offer here at Somerdale Park School as a result of the Title I funding that we receive. In A1 is everybody's favorite middle school or 3 to 8 school counselor, Mrs. Schwartz. Mrs. Schwartz will be discussing New Jersey's anti-bullying Bill of Rights and how the state defines harassment, intimidation, and bullying. She'll also be touching on one of the resources that we have to offer here at Somerdale Park School, and that is called Care Solace, which is a mental health resource that we are proud to be able to offer our families, parents, and students. In the cafeteria will be all of our athletic coaches, special area teachers, and club advisors. So we encourage parents to stop down there, speak to some of our staff members, and also collect some literature that they may be passing out so that you can take home and discuss with your child some of the opportunities and extracurricular activities that we offer here at the park that they may be able to involve themselves in after school hours. Mr. Kretschy, I myself am a proponent of extracurricular activities.
Absolutely.
Students getting involved in things outside of the classroom, and for reasons such as, well, I'm going to put you on the spot here. What are some of the things that our extracurricular offerings can do for our students?
It's definitely a benefit for our social, emotional growth and experience. A great way for kids to make friends, compete in different sports. We have many different sports and after-school activities, even ranging from e-gaming all the way to soccer, basketball and baseball, softball.
Yeah, we have a plethora of different offerings. They are on the school website. We encourage families to support us in pushing our students to get involved in something they may not normally have gotten involved in, to stretch their comfort zone and strengthen their overall diverse experience that they get here at Somerdale Park School. Two more presentations on the docket is in room A2 is Mrs. Cordovari. She is speaking about the New Jersey Student Learning Standards and some of the curriculum, our curriculum here at Somerdale Park School, and our programs that we use to implement those curriculums. And our child study team and educational service providers will be located in room B10. That will feature Mrs. Noonan, Mrs. Valinsky, and Mrs. Orbachevsky. And lastly, after the night ends, this is just for 8th grade parents. In room A5 will be Mr. O'Neill along with Mrs. Lomas, who both will serve as 8th grade advisors this school year. And they will be going over some of the particulars of what it takes to qualify to participate in the end of the year 8th grade activities, which may seem to be light years away, but will be here before we know it. Anything to say about 8th grade activities, Mr. Kretschy, after your first experience with them last year?
Yes, just like Mr. Ford said, they may seem like they're far away, but they are very important to the students come the months of April and May. So everything they do during the early months of the school year, September, October, November, when it comes to their academics, attendance, and behavior, everything counts. And it will come into play later on in the school year.
Very good. All right, why don't you take it away, hit on some of the things that our parents should know heading into the latter weeks of September and into the early months of fall.
Absolutely. So for our middle school parents, phys ed uniforms, again, are back this year. Students are required to change in and out of their phys ed uniform every time they have gym. The phys ed uniforms are available for purchase online, very affordable options on a link on our homepage labeled PE uniforms. Students are not to wear their phys ed outfits or uniforms to school. They're to change in and out, and those procedures will be reviewed in class. Our dress code, again, is being enforced this year. Parents, we strongly encourage you to read the Parent-Student Handbook and under the dress code section, so you're not surprised if something comes up throughout the school day or school year in regards to a dress code infraction. Attendance, again, is a big important topic here at Somerdale Park. We strongly encourage parents to follow the district calendar when it comes to planning vacations and taking their children out of school.
Cafeteria.
We ask that parents schedule doctor's appointments for later in the school day. Students must be here at least 4 hours for it to count as a full school day. So taking your child out prior to 12:30 does count as an absence. And we really appreciate your partnership and work in that area. And tardies this year, we're asking students to get to school on time this year. And as per some details in our new PBIS program, which were laid out and sent out to you, 7 tardies does equal a detention, and every subsequent 7 does equal another detention. So far, so good this year. Students seem to be arriving on time in the hallways, arriving to class more punctual than in years past. So we appreciate that, and we look forward to a really good year for our students coming to school and getting here on time. Mr. Ford, anything else?
No, I think that about covers it. We thank you again for coming out this evening and joining us for a walk around the park. We look forward to working together. Enjoy the evening. And Mr. Kretschy, as always, go Cavs.
Go Cavs.